Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US on a very dreary day. We could use some sunshine here today. My goodness, it is not that late in the day, but it's making me feel like it must be dinner time because it's so dark. So today I'm going to pour on this tree. I have had this wood cut out for over a year now. I think I'd have to measure it to be sure, but it's got to be between 2 and 3 feet tall. So this was supposed to be a stand for my necklaces at my craft show that got canceled. So now it's just a decoration in my home. I painted it with a base coat of turquoise green. Really was concerned with getting the sides sealed well. That was the main goal. So there is like a base on it that you guys can't see that's taped off to try to keep that. I will swipe that in brown and metallic. So it's all going to be swipes. I'm not sure, I'm really not sure what I'm doing, so I guess we'll just jump in and we'll see how we go. I'm going to use a variety of green colors. I have a whole variety, I don't know, a lot of different shades. I did want to show you guys one thing. This is my, excuse me, this is my deep green that's mixed up. That looks very similar to the turquoise green that's on there, but I'm sorry, I grabbed the wrong bottle. That is deep green. I want grass green. So here's grass green in the tube, and here's the grass green that I mixed. And you can see it's a lot lighter, and I think that's just because of the Floetrol. I think it will dry a lot deeper than that. So I'll show you a little squirt of it. It really does, I mean, it's a lovely green, but compared to what was in the tube, it's very light. So we'll see. Kind of nervous about that, but we'll see. We'll make it work. I'm contemplating throwing in a little bit of lake blue just to add a little variety to our greens. So, oh, there's wet paint on my table. That's okay. I'm going to do kind of just like the swipes that I used to do all the time. I probably need to go back to the Jelly Cube style, where I just squirt paint all over and then we'll swipe through it. This is turquoise green. Hopefully this turns out super cute. A cute little wood Christmas tree cut out for, it'll be used at future craft shows. It's got a really nice base on it, so I can stand it up on a Lazy Susan, and then I could spin. That's my thinking anyways. All right, let's throw some deep green on there. And I will be painting both sides of this. I'm not going to show you guys that just because it would take a long time. Uh-oh. Okay. My paint is dripping off the edge here, but the tree is not level with the table, so it's hanging off the edge a little bit. So I am just going to move some things around. I feel a little unorganized today, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just going to pull that down a little bit so that it drips on the table rather than on my canvases that are sitting there. All right, so next I'm going to add, this is light olive green. I have two very light green colors that are pretty vivid. And I'm really not sure how they're gonna look on the finished product. They're very similar in color too, so I don't know, kind of nervous to use too much, but here goes nothing. I don't know why I did that in such a straight stripe there. See how bright that is? It's almost like neon. So once I do my initial swipe, I can always go back and add more of whatever color I think we need. So that's the beautiful part of this. I don't have to be too concerned with getting it exactly the way I want it because there's room to change it. All right, let's go with some of this grass green and let's break up some of that right there. I feel like I'm putting a lot of paint on this, but I think it'll be pretty. Here's hoping anyways. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Here in Michigan, our cases are going, COVID cases are going really crazy. It's kind of concerning, but I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. I'm hanging in there so far. So this is bright aqua green. And this I think I mixed up in the summer because this is a tea bottle. I don't drink that much tea in the winter time. Ooh, and it's kind of chunky. I'm gonna watch it as it's coming out and see how much. Yeah, I don't know. This might be the last time for this one, and I might have to go through and pick out some pieces. All right, thought I had someone at my door, but I think all is well. And we're gonna go with this vivid lime green. It's almost like highlighter bright. I love it. I want some bright spots amid all these greens. All right, guys, I don't know. This is looking crazy, but that's okay. All right. I do think I'm gonna throw some of this lake blue on there. Oh. So I don't know how you guys have been or what your schedule is like, but I had the pleasure of going to the tree farm and picking out a lovely Christmas tree, as I do so often. I just love the look of a tree, and I want it to nearly fill the room, but you know, you really don't want it to take over your entire house. Well, I picked out a very big tree for our living room, so, but it's so nice to have the tree and the lights, and it just gives you that magical feeling, even if things are still challenging. Okay. I was gonna tilt, but you know, I'm not done adding colors to this big mess. The nice thing too, because I'm working on wood, it can absorb a lot of paint. There was a goober. So I don't worry too much about getting too much on this. If this were a canvas, it would be so weighed down right now, it would probably be a problem, but we're okay. All right, I'm really not sure I should have put the silver on there, but I already did, so I guess we're just gonna go with it. This I know I want. This is 24 karat gold by Deco Art Extreme Sheen. It is fantastic. If you've not used it, see if you can find some. It's very, very hard to find lately. One of those odd things that has just become difficult to find. So, gosh, this looks like a different color. I was thinking, man, I think I mixed up a yellow at one point that was just a metallic yellow, and that might be this. I think it is. I'm gonna stop putting that on. I don't think that's gold, guys. Oh, we got a little yellow in the mix. All right, so I also have Dragonfly glaze. I've got 3 different kinds. I've got this one that's more warm tones. I've got this one that's almost kind of like a full spectrum, goes from cool to warm. And then I've got this one that's cool. I'm gonna use all of them. We're just gonna do it up. And I was thinking I would add white to this, but I don't think I need to. I think this Dragonfly glaze, well, I actually will dry clear, so I don't know. I was thinking about doing some of my swiping in white. I'm also thinking about not swiping with a color at all, but just swiping through the colors that I have here, so we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. And this is very thick. I would normally add this to a color. It's probably the best idea to do so, but alas, that's not what I chose to do. All right, one more. Let's get the lovely cool Dragonfly glaze. My goodness, this looks like such a mess. Hopefully something pretty comes out of it. All right, let's tilt this bad boy. Here we go. It's a little challenging to tilt because I've got different edges on each layer, so that's okay. We'll just take our time. I brought some reds out here too, just in case I want to get crazy. So I have no idea what you guys are seeing right now. It sure has been nice to have a camera guy, huh? Helping me. He is hard at work right now, so I'm on my own. This tree is heavy, guys. It's not easy to tilt. Just gonna help this paint along in a couple spots. Maybe even add a little dribble down here because I feel like we sort of missed that corner. And because this is wood, once I get ready to do the other side, I can just sand down any portions where there's like a big bubble or drips on the underside, that kind of thing. So that's kind of nice. Allows you to not worry. There we go. Spread that paint just a little bit further. Let's see, a little bit of that. Oh, I don't know if that was the lime green or the light olive, but just add some of that in there. I would really like this to flow over the edges, but I don't know how likely that is to happen. And will it be pretty when it does? That's the other question. I don't know. But we'll try. So all you can do is try. So I don't want just the blah turquoise green edging. And I've got enough drips here, I think, that I can just add some in. So I'm just checking, I'm sorry, this is the super boring part. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause you for just a minute, just so I can finish tidying up these edges. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back with you. I think I have all my edges at least adequately covered. They may not be magnificently covered, but covered enough. So I'm going to try 2 different swipes, and silly me, oh, here we go. I was gonna say I have nothing to wipe my swiper on, but I do, all is well. Got a little puppy pad here, that'll work just fine. Okay, so I'm knocking all my paints over. I just use laminating sheets, seal on themselves. Guys, I couldn't remember what they were called there for a minute. So I'm going to do just a test swipe to see what it creates. I feel like you guys are missing a good chunk of my tree here. She's kind of hard to move though. There we go, that might be a little bit better. A little bit better for you guys. All right. So I'm just gonna start kind of fiddling with the paint. This is one of those that there is no plan. And I hope this doesn't make my colors go muddy. All right. Well, that's interesting, but I kind of think I might like white better. So I do have some white mixed up with some silicone because I think some cells would be a lot of fun. So let me get, I have some smaller swipe tools and I just want to do enough just to test it. So let me use that first. I'm just going to take some white with the silicone and put it on the edge of my little laminating sheet. And then let's just try down here again. I feel like I didn't have enough white there, but that sure is a pretty little effect, isn't it? I almost feel like I should go this way. It would look like snow. So that might be the ticket on the edges there. All right, guys, this is gonna be a slow process. So I'm gonna stop talking so I can do this in double speed. Alright guys, back with you. I ran out of swipe color. Didn't realize how much I would use for it. There are some sections here that I'm not thrilled with, but I think there's some pretty stuff going on. So got some little areas to touch up. I'll use a skewer to go through some of it. I'll use a little tiny swiping tool to go through parts of it. But overall, I think it's looking pretty, so that makes me happy. I am using a little popsicle stick to spread my white on my card, and it's making it a little bit easier to swipe all the way across and still have white all the way down. See how far that made it? So I may have a new favorite swiping tool. Make sure you clean it off in between each swipe. I am not using the same section of a card twice in a row. So it's a new half of the card every time I swipe. See if we can do... Oh, that was a sloppy swipe, but hopefully something pretty comes out of it. And I've used both halves of that card, so I'll set it aside to completely dry and switch to a brand new card. This is just ordinary plain card, so I got this from, oh, Kathy. I struggle to remember her name sometimes. I watch so many of her videos. Kathy Miller does the most beautiful swipes, modified blooms and wrecked swipes, and oh my goodness, she makes it look incredibly easy. It's not. The technique she uses is incredibly challenging, especially once you realize she doesn't use any silicone at all. So the white that I'm swiping with is heavy with silicone. I did 4, so I have this little tiny cup, and I did 4 drops in there, and the cup's not even full, so, of paint, I should say. So just to kind of give you an idea, I had mixed up a little bit less than that before, and I used 2 drops. And I apologize, this is a slow process, but hopefully you're enjoying it. And if you're not, hey, hit that fast forward button. There is a way to control the speed if you didn't already know that. I know a lot of people already know that, but you can watch videos at 2 times the speed, or you can slow it down if somebody's talking a little too fast for you, or you want to see a little more closely how something is done. You can slow their videos right down. All right. What do you guys think of this one? Leave me a comment. I love to hear from people who watch my videos. That just makes my day. If you're enjoying this, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button. I just hit my latest goal, which was 100 subscribers before my birthday. I've got a couple more days till my birthday. So I appreciate each and every one of you that hit that subscribe button and gave me my birthday wish. That was pretty awesome. I really wasn't sure I would hit it, so seriously guys, thank you so very much. If you've not hit that notification bell and you do that for me, that would be awesome. I don't know what my next goal will be. My next goal is just to create. I have really struggled to get out to my art room. My husband bought me a heater. My art space is not heated, but he bought me a heater, gave it to me early for my birthday, so I can be out here creating as much as I want, whether it's cold or not. But you know, with everything going on in the world, it's sometimes hard to find your motivation to create. It's just, there's a lot of negative, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming. So this is my art therapy, and I have to sometimes force myself to come out here. As much as I love this process, as much as I love creating, some days I just don't feel like I have it in me to create one more thing. So if you're like that, take some time, watch some videos. There are lots of artists out there happy to share their knowledge, their techniques, and just to watch somebody else create sometimes is almost as therapeutic as creating something yourself. So there's my little encouragement to you today. I think there's something powerful that happens in us when we create. So, all right. You know, I was gonna do a card, but I think I just need to use my little baby swipey, which is good because I'm almost out of swiping color. So I'll show you guys if I can. So I'm just kind of taking my stick and spreading it over. Kathy's method would probably be much easier. She has a tile with all of her swipe color on it. I'm gonna do a no-no. I'm gonna swipe twice, 3 times with the same swiping tool without cleaning it. Do that at your own peril, because you never know what you'll mess up on your painting. But, well, this is like the snowiest covered tree. I'm gonna have to do something to break up that white. Maybe some balloon kisses, maybe some little skewer work. All right, oh, I've got one more section. I almost missed it, guys. I almost didn't see it there. See if I have enough of my swipe color left. This better be it, because I'm gonna run out for sure. I thought I mixed up more than enough again, and I was wrong. Just right here. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with me so long. This is, like I said, this has been a long process. Oh, and good, you can still see. It's getting dark in this room, so I wasn't sure if my camera was adjusting. I'm gonna hit this with some heat. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause you one more time. I think we need a little bit of balloon work, especially right here, this stripe that's so long, it needs to be broken up a bit. So I'm gonna go get a balloon and I'll be right back with you, and I really hope some of these lovely colors pop through. All right, guys, back with you. You got just a regular balloon. I'm so glad that I was able to get it tied. I usually have my husband tie them for me. I'm just no good at it. So I'm just gonna try a little balloon kiss and see what it does. The paint's really probably a bit wet for that, but let's just try it and see. Oh, interesting. Same thing with your balloon as with your swipe tools. Make sure you're wiping it off every single time. Otherwise you'll end up with muddy paint and you don't want that. I'm gonna try a roll from that same basic spot. It's been a while since I used a balloon. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna try. Can't hurt, it's just paint. And fortunately, this piece is just for me. So if it doesn't turn out the way I had hoped it would, it's okay, because it's just mine, and I can either then find someone who loves it and give it to them, or I can rework it. So that was more of a slide than a roll, but that's okay. I'm not used to working on such a large piece. I just don't have my working space like I need. I don't know, my rolls are not making me as happy. I think the kissing is working, but the rolls, I don't know, there's some pretty stuff, I guess. I apologize if you can't see me. I'm down at the bottom of the tree right now. Man, it just doesn't feel like there's as much paint there as I thought there would be. So that makes it a little bit challenging, but that's, you know, what's art without a little bit of a challenge? I don't know. kind of don't like that right there. Just the littlest kiss. Littlest. I really like, I don't know, you guys can't see that anyways, I'm sorry. The top of this tree is really white and I like that, so I'm gonna try to leave that. All right. One more kiss and I think that'll be it. There's not a lot of contrast in this because I used such similar colors, so I expected that. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna let this dry and see what I think. I'm a little bit, I guess, sad that the white is so prominent. I don't mind it, but I feel like we lost some of the pretty colors we had underneath. So I'm gonna hit it with my heat gun, my embossing heat gun, and then I will take you guys in for a close-up. And hopefully this will dry okay. The plan is to resin it, which would be really pretty and a lot of work. But I'll let you know. If I do that, I'll try to put it in a video for you guys when it's finished. That might be burning the paint a little bit. Don't do that. All right, guys, I am going to take you in for a close-up. I am not sure about this one, but I feel like I say that about every piece I ever create. I'll show it to my hubby and get his opinion. He always has good advice. So I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for joining me. Stay safe, guys. All right, guys, I'm sorry I can't get the whole thing in one shot. Beautiful lacing. If my camera, there we go. And some lovely effects there. I hope that holds. And I'm gonna need advice for my second half, the other side of this, guys. I kind of like the idea of making it really, really different from one side to the next. So let me know what you think I should try on the other side. I'm open to suggestions. Be fun to spin this, but I don't think I can manage that.